All right. Hey guys. I know that our scheduling tonight was a little bit last minute, so we totally get that not a lot of people are on tonight, but we will post this so that you can watch it back. So, we just want to talk tonight a little bit about the scale and about tracking. And then if anyone jumps on, we can take questions and then share some success stories. Um, But the first thing I want to talk about is the scale. So Alana had a video where she was talking to a teacher, and the first thing she said was, "Would you ever, go into a class and not give any tests? Like, would you never have any tests?" And she was like, "No, of course not. I'm going to test my kids." She said, "That's what the scale is for you. The scale is like your daily test or your daily check-in just to make sure that you're still on track." Um, so yes, we hate the scale when we're avoiding it because we know that we're gaining. We know that we're not making good choices. So with this program, she really wants us to realize that we can lose weight, but also live our lives at the same time. So, like without the scale, we might have one bite of ice cream and then be like, screw it, I'm just gonna eat the whole thing. I don't even care. But if we know that the scale is waiting for us the next morning, we get better at having a little bit and being done. We understand that emotional eating has no room in our life anymore because it doesn't make sense. We're going to have to check in with that scale, and we don't want to see it on the scale. So, with this program, you're going to have to trust yourself to create your own system. She basically said that the plate it is a suggestion, meaning, Amanda's plate it is going to look different than my plate it because we have different goals and we have different, like our scale is going to do different things. So that's going to cause us to do different things. I'm not going to react the same way to the same foods that she does. So you really have to write down everything you eat so that you can go back and see, how did that work? How did that come out? And you guys, this is a formula for long-term weight loss. This isn't a formula for, oh, I lost, however many pounds. Okay, I'm done. I can just go back to my old life. No, like the scale and tracking and water, it's for life. And if you do those things, you will keep the weight off, which is so exciting. It looks like we have a couple people jumping on. It just says iPhone, so I can't tell who it is. I don't know. So one thing that Alana said was that people keep saying like, oh, I did perfect today. I was so perfect. I ate perfect. And she basically said, like, there is no perfect in this. There is only your perfect. So you can't look at the plate it and just be like, oh, well, I did that today. Well, you might need more than that, or you might need less than that, or you might need a snack, or you might not need a snack. Like really tuning in and seeing what your body is wanting. Like I can honestly say for the first time in like a year, I am eating because I'm hungry, not because it's a habit. I'm truly listening to myself, which is amazing. She also said that we need to look at our weight loss by the week, not day to day, and get caught up in that day to day. So at the end of the week, are you seeing that overall you lost a little weight? Hey, Alicia.
Hi.
How are you?
Like, hello. I'm good.
Okay, So one thing that she said to pay attention to in our tracker is what she calls open-ended foods. Things like where you just write down grapes or guacamole. I actually noticed that I have been writing tomatoes like all the time. I never actually say how many tomatoes I had. And I need to be more specific with that so that I can look back and figure out what that was. She also really focuses on sticking to, what does she call them? Trackable foods. Yeah, like she's probably not gonna eat a bunch of grapes. She's gonna be more likely to eat a banana or an apple or an orange because it's trackable. You know what size it is. You know pretty much what that is. She said she's not gonna reach her whole hand into the bag of almonds. She's most likely going to either have them pre-packaged or like servinged out, or have like 100-calorie pack of almonds where she knows how many there are. That's super easy to track.
I feel like that's where you could kind of merge it with the containers. So like if you really wanted grapes, just write down I had a purple container of grapes or whatever.
Right. That's what I did tonight. I had cottage cheese and I wrote I had a red container of cottage cheese. Like, yeah, I definitely have been using the containers. And I know everyone isn't using the containers, but I mean, you could use a measuring cup or whatever, just so you can write it down. You know, it's not necessarily you're measuring it because that's all you can have. You're measuring it so that you know later how much you had. She also said that she sees a lot of people not making progress when they stop tracking their water. So when people just say, well, but I drink a lot of water. Okay, how much water is that? Because chances are you don't know exactly how much water you're drinking. So tracking it, like I've started to put, because my bottle is like a 30 ounce, I just put like little 30s under each little water bottle and then just fill that in every time I refill it. And that's been working. I haven't been perfect with it, but at least I'm close. So I know like, oh, I'm behind in water. I need to pick it up. She said another thing is like, how many times are you eating? She said that she sees a lot of people who don't see a lot of weight loss when they're eating like 5 to 6 times a day. She said that can actually, I don't know, just kind of throw people off, I guess. And she really stresses that you do write down the times that you're eating. You bite it, you write it. What did she say? You
drink it,
you ink it. So funny. And then, so she said, just, I don't know, if you have questions about your tracker, like definitely contact your coach. We're kind of learning how to sit down with your tracker with you so that we can kind of help you decode it. Some things you want to ask yourself before you eat, like, is this habit or is this hunger? I mentioned that a few minutes ago, like that's been huge for me because I was eating almost everything out of habit. Like I was not eating when I was hungry. So she also says to watch like when restaurants are involved, because people do, or restaurants do things to the food that we're not aware of. They can add a ton of salt, they can coat things in butter, stuff that we don't see, and that can cause a gain even though we feel like we made healthy choices. So just kind of be aware of that. She also said that late dinners can make the scale go up. So if you're constantly not seeing a loss, it could be because your dinners are super late, and to try a little bit to kind of bump those back. She also, one of her questions was like, are you going to the bathroom? Like, it is really important to track whether you are pooping each day, because you're going to start to see patterns with that as well. And she said that regular pooping is anywhere from, what did she say, twice a day to twice a week? It's like a really big window. But she said if you're doing the water and you're eating more veggies, most likely you will start to go every day or at least every other day.
Sometimes I get more than 2.
That is so amazing. Like, celebrate that shit. I love it. And she said that the first 3 weeks that we're in right now are all about the learning, and all about writing everything down. Because she does say that as you go on in this program, like she says in the second month, in the third month, that's when the weight loss really starts to happen, because you start to know how your body works. I feel like I was kind of in an advantage coming into this just because of what I've done in the past. And I do kind of already know a lot of things about my body that, maybe other people are still learning. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, I agree. Like, I wasn't great at water, but some people may have already been really good at water, so that wouldn't make as big of a difference. And some people already ate a lot of vegetables or something,
Right. Yeah, that's good. So those are all my notes. Do you guys have any notes that you want to share? I've been listening to like a lot of her videos. I find her to be very inspiring. And you guys, like, just so you know, you can search her on YouTube and find some other videos that she's done if you're looking for like some extra inspiration while you're driving to work or something like that. Just kind of listening to more of her that isn't necessarily the To Be Mindset videos, can kind of help you keep yourself in this mindset.
I definitely like her Instagram too.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. I like when she posts she does a lot of these posts, you guys, where she'll post like a plate of whatever. I don't know. I don't have a good example. Do you know what I mean? Where she's like, you could choose this or you could choose this. And it's like, crap, I can't think of a good example. Let me look her up really quick. It's going to bug me. But it really gets you thinking about like, oh, yeah, I could make a better choice.
Well, even that picture she did of the almonds in her hand, and one was like,
oh, here.
twice as many almonds.
Yeah, like this one says a Snickers bar is 440 calories, or this huge ass salad with like eggs and avocado and a beach bar is 140 calories or 440 calories. Like, duh, no brainer.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. And she's got a bunch of those. Yeah, so check out her Instagram for sure. And like here, she says like an accessorized salad versus an accessorized salad. And it's just like everything is just a little bit bigger. And it's like the normal one is 260 calories versus 630 calories, which is like crazy. So yeah, check out her Instagram. There's really good stuff there. So do you guys have success to share?
I'm down 8 pounds.
Woo-hoo! That's awesome. And what do you feel like your habits or mindset or whatever, like what are some like non-scale victories too?
Definitely emotional and mood related. Obviously I get a little irritated if the scale bounces up, but it's not stressing me out the way it used to. I've definitely noticed, because I technically have my period right now, that it's been less moody, less of everything. I don't know. It's been easier on me.
Cool. That's huge. Alicia?
I can say I'm down 6 pounds, which is shocking. for me. I know. And then and the fact that I don't have to work out every day and the scale still moves is kind of exciting.
Yeah.
It makes me like working out.
And
Me
then
too.
right?
Cool.
And then the fact that I feel like I crave sugar less. Like I feel like eating all of the vegetables and getting like the dense nutrition definitely like subsides my cravings.
Mhm.
Minus today because breakfast waffle was sitting there. So I put it on my tracker and I put a smiley face.
Hey, you tracked
But
it.
it was
That's
I
awesome.
did track it, but it was only because I was like starving and I couldn't make my lunch fast enough. But other than that, like I felt like even like the nighttime snacking, I just either like if I am still hungry, I'll just like grab like some carrots only because they're like super munchy. And so it kind of like satisfies like that crunch. And then I only just need like a couple of them and then I'm good and just chug a bunch of water. I have also noticed how much better I feel by drinking a lot of water. I'm drinking, so like my container is like 32 ounces, and I drink about 4 or 5 of them a day, which is like a gallon or more,
Yeah, it's
which is
awesome.
nuts. And then I was gonna say I can fit into some pre-baby jeans. That's exciting. But other
You
than
need to
that,
do a before and after of that.
a what?
A before and after of that.
Boy. And then I don't know. I honestly like I actually like only eating like 3 or 4 times a day. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
And just knowing like just trying different recipes, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna shoot for trying different vegetables this week. And it's actually really fun.
Mhm.
And I'm really liking it. Like before I would have never ate peppers, and tonight we had stuffed peppers for dinner, which
Cool.
were delicious. So
Cool. So awesome. So much stuff. Like I agree. Like I'm down 7 but like more importantly, I'm not obsessed with food. Like I was seriously eating like every 2 to 3 hours. I was going to the kitchen, I was getting a spoon, I was eating peanut butter out of the jar. Like I was in a downward spiral. Oh, hi Kendrick. And this I feel like has shifted me where I look forward to my meals, my breakfast, my lunch, and my dinner. And then I have a snack if I'm truly hungry, but only after I've chugged my water and like, maybe had some vegetables, but usually I just have to chug my water. And I just feel more free. And I like that my workouts, like if I do a workout, I'm like, this is actually doing something because I'm not ruining it in the kitchen. And then if I don't get a workout in, I don't feel bad about it. So that's really cool too. And I'm excited about the scale, like up or down. I think it's really fun to kind of learn what my body does. And I'm obsessed with the tracker. I have to admit, I may have stolen a pen from the class I subbed in today because it was the most amazing pen. And I was like, this just goes with my tracker so well. I have to have it. So I've been like writing extra because this pen just like makes me so excited. Such a dork. But yeah,
I was gonna
overall,
say too,
so
like I definitely feel so much more like on top of my eating habits. I think a lot of it just has to do with tracking it down.
Mhm. Yeah, the tracking does really, really help. All right, guys, do you have any more tips or tricks that you want to add?
I have something from someone else that I thought we could include in this, and just get some ideas for sticking to this when on the go. Which obviously planning is necessary for that. But I know with vegetables, some people don't in this group have talked about how they don't like raw vegetables.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any other suggestions for sticking to this when on the go?
Beach body bars.
Yeah. Could they?
Uh,
Have they ever made like the zucchini chips, or you know how you can take like zucchini and make chips? I have like a little chip maker that I bought on Amazon, and they're super good, and that could be a good thing because then they're technically cooked, but you don't heat them up to eat them. So that could be a solution. I don't know. Are you wanting it to be like something they don't have to heat up?
I don't know. Like I know that a couple people had said that about vegetables.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was
Not
Linda, right?
Jalinda and I think someone else, Angie. She goes by Joe. Um,
Oh, Jill Streetmore.
she didn't like. She doesn't like raw vegetables. And then another friend was saying that she was just having a hard time sticking with it while on the go. So I don't know the specifics, but
Okay.
I think, yeah, it's important to look at the whole week and not just be like if you have one bad day.
Right.
And to keep that mentality that you're learning from it and it'll get better.
Right. Like not to expect like miracles in the first week.
I was gonna say back to the like snacking, they could always save like their fruit or like one of their fruits and like save it for like their afternoon snack if they feel like they're really gonna need something on the go.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick.
Shoot. I was gonna say something and I can't remember what it was.
And I think that's also too where Alana always says track it and see. Like she was saying in that video, she's like played it as a suggestion. It doesn't mean that your body can't lose weight and have carbs at night. But she's like some people can still lose weight and have carbs at night. And that's why it's like track it and see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people have asked me, oh, I can never have a glass of wine anymore. It's like, yes, you can. Just track it and see. You know, maybe if everything else in your day is on point,
Mm-hmm.
that glass of wine won't matter. I mean, some people, it's helpful for them. Like you were saying in your live video yesterday, other people get the drunchies, which is my new favorite word. So
yeah, I struggle a lot when I drink. I want to eat everything in sight. Like my inhibitions just kind of are like, who cares? And so I don't care. Yeah, I can't remember. Dang it. I hate that when something good comes across your mind and then it's just gone. But all right, well, we can finish this up and I will post it as a YouTube video so that other people can see it.
Sorry, my internet's been going in and out. It does not like Zoom.
No, I wonder how many people like I do pretty well with Zoom, but sometimes my audio doesn't like Zoom.
Well, you ladies have a good night. Let's go see you.
bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye guys.